What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Deontay, the Bronze Bomber Wilder. The WBC heavyweight champion had this to say about Anthony Joshua. But of course, he says, surprisingly, once again, he states that a fight can still happen. He says that just because Anthony Joshua doesn't have his O, doesn't mean a fight can't be made between the two. Now, he has restated this because he said this before a couple weeks ago. As a matter of fact, he said this before the loss of Joshua. Now he's saying it again after the loss of Joshua. Or Joshua's loss, not the loss of Joshua. That sounds so permanent. You know what I mean? But anyway, Deontay Wilder, I know where the angle is. I know where this is driven from. It's driven from money. See, people can boast and people have their own egos, their own personas, their own infatuations with themselves. I'm the best. Fury says I'm the best, right? Then Ruiz now is the unified and all this. But then one thing those guys lack, or I know Deontay Wilder lacks, is the lucrative equity. You know what I'm saying? The liquid, the cash, the cheddar. He lacks that still. So he can declare himself as the baddest man on the planet, the best fighter, the bronze bomber. But that bronze bomber, the baddest man on the planet, needs money. He needs revenue. He needs someone that has that generating star power. He doesn't have that yet. Now, not to say he's not known. He's been well known. But he knows that has been fueled from a potential fight that never happened. So he knows eventually there has to be a showdown between him and Joshua. And like he said, it ain't about the belts no more. You know why it ain't about the belts? Because it was about money the whole time. Okay? The belts was an excuse, or it was a selling tool for those guys to fight anyway. You know what I mean? Until Deontay dropped the ball. It ain't about the belts no more. I don't want the belts. Deontay Wilder could care less about those other belts because he never had them, right? But he wants to be in the spotlight, but eventually, I think his handlers are getting him to sell that fight still, okay? Regardless of the outcome of him and Joshua and Ruiz, because they know that would be the next fight. Because if he fights Fury and knocks out Fury, okay, well, who else is he going to fight? You know what I mean? Yeah, we'd probably want to see Dillian White, but if Joshua, depends on what he does with Ruiz, right? And people will still want to see that fight. And let me let you guys in on something. The moment Manny Pacquiao got knocked out on December 8th, 2012, right? By Juan Manuel Marquez. He had Marquez problems. He always had Marquez problems. Who's to say Joshua won't have more Ruiz problems? They got to fight again. He has a Ruiz problem now. That's why they got to fight again. So who's to say he won't have problems? But that doesn't mean that fight didn't happen. And when it did happen, they made more money than any boxers ever have. And that's a fact in one night. In one night. I'm not talking about a fucking contract. I'm talking about in one night. These two guys made more money than any other boxers, period. Okay? And Manny Pacquiao was knocked out cold. But it took Manny Pacquiao building himself back up, regrouping, establishing his name. His fan base has never left, right? Because he had loyal fans, sometimes too damn loyal. If you ask me, the Pac-Tards, right? So that fight still happened. Yes, it was postponed or delayed, but then you got to ask yourself realistically, how close was the fight to being made anyway before he got knocked out? So the fight probably would have happened in 2015 anyway, right? So it is what it is, guys, But now I understand why Deontay Wilder wants that fight, because he knows the money behind it. He knows how valuable it is. And if his ass don't know, which, I don't think he really knows. I think his handlers know. That's why they want him to push that fight. That's why they want him, hey, don't shut down the Joshua option. Never do that, because that's a fight that could always happen. And and with the right type of money, Wilder, he might go to the UK. But I'm reaching. But you know what I'm saying? That would be a massive fight still. And the handlers of Wilder know this. That's why they want that particular fight still as an option, people. But anyway, that's my takes on Deontay Wilder still claiming that there can be an Anthony Joshua fight. You guys tell me what you think. Are you guys still interested in a Wilder Joshua fight now? Or, in next year sometime? Of course, please comment, like, share, and subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.